was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street. The story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeyville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property.
Put holes in them! God damn you!
Balas. Balas.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. They met an adversary that day who had no fear and offered them no quarter. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
You just gotta witness something.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
Stand against the Daltons!
Manda cojones. Pues por él no era.
Those boys had a reputation as stone-cold killers. The marshals took every precaution, knowing they wouldn't go easy. Went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass?
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
Aquí de esta escalera. Primero que subir por arriba, seguramente.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Capitulo los Dalton. A ver, no creo que salte de ahí a ahí, no. ¿Cómo le veo capturar? No creo que salte. Este seguramente valga para algo, pero por el color. Está utilizado. A ver. Por aquí subido. ¡Ay, la hostia! ¡Hostión! ¡Toma, hostión! Es que de una forma es por aquí. Me van a un mega salto. Joder. La hostia, joder. Vamos a seguir intentándolo. Sí. No, es que no hay otra. No hay otra. Vamos a coger carrerilla. Puñeta. Joder.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
Saltando de ahí. Aquí. Es que se ha olvidado. Joder, ¿me estoy quedando yo gilipollas o qué pacha? ¿Qué pacha? A ver, venga. Soy un güey.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. Brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Joder, con captura los Dalton los cojones. Si no son los Dalton, yo soy Luke. ¿Otra vez? ¡Oh! ¡Ahí estamos! ¡Qué bueno! Munición. Estoy aquí. Sí. Bueno.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie, Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Yo creo. Vamos allá.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch! Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
No, cuidado, chaval.
Don't need no...
Joder, la gente de aquí. Que está todo bueno de esto.
That must have hurt!
Dios, cómo se desangra.
That's right.
¡Cagadita!
Hide, you lily-livered son of a bitch!
Esto va a estar mucha munición,
Over there!
Madre.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Get out here!
A ver. ¿Capturar o matar? Debería matar. Si es posible, ahorcarme. Bueno. Parece que...
There he is!
His name was Silas
Pobres
Greaves.
Dalton.
And when the dust finally settled, he was the
John
last
Winston se
man
acaba de
standing.
cargar.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it
Lo
happened.
siento, chico, pero no fue así la cosa. Ya decía yo. Joder.
It was early evening, not high noon.
Venta del banco.
I was late to the party and Coffeyville was already up in arms. Daltons blew up the safe, and we're all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Bob, Emmett y Grant.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. Finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeyville.
Okay, esto...
Shoot, I dare you!
Su madre. Hostia, esto ahora...
Keep shooting, I don't mind!
Las alas por el otro lado.
busy every day.
Cago en su...
Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
Otro. Pero cuánta gente hay detrás de esos maderos.
Bullets are useless against me. Boy, you are shit out of luck. Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
Seré hijo de puta.
Shoot, I dare you.
Vale, me lo parió.
Came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
¡Joder! Mamón, es tonto del culo.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. To top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Come on, we gotta get
Did
out
the
of
Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens. Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Por aquí tampoco.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Joder, me caigo yo. Cago en la madre del cordero.
I'm gonna put you where you stand.
Se va a complicar. Y bastante por lo que estoy viendo.
It's hog killing time.
Joder, salir, no caerte, mamón. Dios, ¿por qué no vienes para abajo?
Gonna beat you like a red-headed stepchild.
Tiene la de cañones recortados.
I'm gonna cut you in half. Bastard! Gonna beat you like a red-headed stepchild.
¡Corre! ¡Corre! ¡No! Joder, le tenía casi a huevo. Su puta madre. Pero cariñosamente, ¿eh? Cariñosamente.
I'm gonna tear you apart.
¡Qué buen! ¡Dios! ¡Capullo! No, tal vez no, hostia. nada. El último intento de matar al Dalton este.
I'm gonna cut you in half!
Pues nada, pues aquí lo dejamos y espero que os haya gustado este nuevo capítulo. Pues nada, hasta la próxima, ¿de acuerdo? Venga, podéis suscribiros y hacer lo que queráis. Venga, chao.